Welcome back to another segment, or should I say volume, of Kilo 47. I am your host today. My name is Sean, but the streets call me Color Me Fresh. And if you're not familiar with Kilo 47, well, it's one of the original stories I created, and me being a sneaker customizer, I decided to use sneakers to tell its story. Now this, my friends, is a very special shoe, because I made this shoe specifically for Sneaker Freaker Mag. If you aren't familiar with Sneaker Freaker Mag, it's I think the longest running sneaker magazine. It was established in 2002 and it's still going. And I was told this issue 47, is supposed to be the 20th year anniversary edition. And your boy's in it. They interviewed me. There's a little article on me. It shows my artwork. Now, with all that being said, man, I think I want to make these kicks and show them to you guys. So let's get it popping. Showtime! Woo! So Kilo 47, based in the cyberpunk setting, it's a mix of sci-fi and fantasy, similar to that of Star Wars. And the dope thing about it is some characters believe in the cybernetic enhancements, the low-life, high-tech, while other characters like this one, who goes by the name of Kenshin, live outside of the Nugent city walls, which is the primary city of Kilo, and believe in the old ways of living. They live off of the land, they live in a village. They don't want to adapt to that lifestyle, so there's a wide range of different character types. Now with that done, we can get to painting this shoe and bringing the story of Kenshin to life. Now I already did the prep work off of camera, and as you can see, I have my infamous gray base coat already on the shoe. I do get asked a lot why I do this, and the easiest way to put it is for tones. I do this digitally, traditionally on the canvas, so I do it on the shoe. I've been noticing more customizers doing this as well, so shout out to you guys. And if you haven't, go ahead, give it a try, and just let me know how it works for you. Now the next thing we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm gonna get a couple of base coats on the shoe, some razzle dazzle, if you know what I'm saying, and then we're gonna see where we wanna go from there. So Kenshin is the brother to Takeda, which makes him the uncle to two of the main characters, Gino and Silas. I wanted the design to focus a lot on the teddy bear you see around his neck. It was a gift from his mother, more about that later, and his Kilo powers. Kenshin being more of a stealth-like character, you know, he sticks to the shadows, and his Kilo power is smoke manipulation. He's extremely fast. He uses smoke to mask his abilities, and he uses smoke to scout and different things like that. He's also missing a right arm, and he uses the same smoke manipulation to create a temporary arm whenever he seems fit. So I wanted the overall design to kind of have that feel of the smoke is engulfing the shoe. Next thing I'm gonna do is get a couple more base coats down. Then I can potentially start the manga panels on the inside of the sneakers. Oh, kill him! Oh, kill him! Oh! Like I said, the bear Kenshin wears around his neck, attached to his prayer beads, is a gift from his mother, who happens to be incarcerated. In the story of Kilo 47, you're not allowed to have a certain amount of cybernetic enhancement, or it's punishable by death or incarceration. In order for you to go over the 50% threshold, you have to get special permission, which can take a while. When Kenshin was a kid practicing with his Kilo powers, he was in a really bad accident that left his legs really messed up and caused that missing arm that he has. Just like any parent, they wanted to save their child's life. And so they gave him the enhancements illegally. That flagged the system. The authorities came. And of course, the parents told Takeda and Kenshin to escape while they could. Takeda being the older brother, he already felt like Kenshin was his mother's favorite. He was jealous of that. He didn't get Kilo powers, Kenshin did. He was jealous of that. And now both his mother and father are locked up or could be killed behind his younger brother. So he kind of resented him. So Takeda left his younger brother to fend for himself, and that's exactly what the OG Kenshin had to do. So basically, Kenshin just survived on his own. He was found by an older gentleman called OG Yen, who trained him and basically took him under his wing. And so what Kenshin does now as an adult is he has his own village for people like him. Anybody who's over that 50% threshold, he gives them a home, gives them a safe haven and a place to live, and also protects them as well. He does all of this with his best friend, goes by the name of Benji. Similar story, and I will have more on him in the future. So the base coats are done, and so far, man, I must say, yes, sir. And what I did for the swoosh this time is I just painted it on. It was an awkward shape, and not only that, I kind of wanted to look like it was flowing. And so instead of me cutting it out of the leather and attaching it to the shoe, I just decided to paint it on because I felt like it looked better. So what we have left, ladies and gentlemen, is the manga scenes on the inside. What I feel like I want to do is one scene is going to kind of just be him standing there, and they notice him and they know who he is, so they see that hat and they basically know they're going to die. And then the following scene is just him cutting somebody up because you know who doesn't love blood and gore. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and do these scenes, then we can do the final details from there. Kenshin's design, he's more of an assassin style character. Typically when you think of like an assassin or a thief, they have on a mask. They don't really show their face, but I didn't want to go that route. I wanted something different, so I went with the oversized hat, man. I really thought it was dope, so I went ahead and did it. Kenshin also has extremely long hair. It's a really long ponytail, and that's because his mother was the only person that cut his hair as a kid, and that was the promise he made to himself, that he will not cut his hair until he frees his mom, and she will be the one to do that. So one of his main goals, of course, is to free his mother and his father. He doesn't really care about Takeda too much, but of course they're going to cross paths in the future, and boy, when they do, you guys be ready.
Randy Watson. That boy is good.
The crispy petals are done. I really like how they look. And from here, it's just the small details. I kind of want to do the prayer beads on the laces, similar to how I did Gino's pair. And the tongue tag, I just kind of want to do the face that he has on his hat. I think that'd be cool. And like I said, because of time, you know, kind of got to finagle some stuff, if you know what I'm saying. So, without further ado, man, let's knock that out, and then we can take a final look at the kicks. Let me know what you thought of the video and the shoes down below in the comments. Also, let me know if you like me telling the story while I'm creating the shoe instead of the typical time lapse or voiceover. Shout out to my Patreon pledges. You guys are some real ones. Until next video, guys and gals, remember everything deserves a little color. Peace.